Hi all, and today's video we will discuss about the Python plus string. That means the introduction, the Python introduction and the string. So we are get started the Python series here. So I think you also can go through with me because I can explain all the things in this video. So we can start, and this is the series for Python plus D series, Python plus DSA series. So in this introduction, in this video, I will be going through the introduction and the string concept. So next video, we will take the list and the tuple, dictionary, everything. So the first thing we need to consider about the introduction of the Python and the string. So here you can see that we are importing some of the functionality because without these import functions, we cannot do the items here. So that's why we are importing these keyword operators, datetime and OS. Okay, these are the first thing we did. And the next one is the first section is keywords. So the keywords means the keywords are reserved words in Python and cannot be used as an identifier. That means the Python has some of the reserved words. You can also see there, right? For example, if else condition and false. And Python is case sensitive, so that is definitely remember in your head. So, for example, we are importing the keyword because when importing the keyword, we can identify these are the keywords that are the inbuilt functionality of the Python. Okay. So for example, you can see here, the thing is the keyword.kw list. So the list of keyword, we can get the list of all the keywords from here. For example, false, none, true. Okay, you can see the first F is capital, then false, none, true, and okay, and as assert, async, wait, break, class, continue, def, del, else, else, except, finally, for, from, global, if, import, in, is, lambda, non-local, not, or path, raise, return, try, while, with, yield. So these are the things. Total 35 keywords are available in the Python. So that is the first section. So I will, once I complete this session, I will share this one also. You can refer in your future. Okay. So that is the first section about the keywords. And the second, we are moving to the identifiers. Okay, you can see here, right? Identifiers. So, what is identifiers? Identifier is the name given to the entity like classes, function, variables that help to differentiate the entity from another. For example, var, this one, right? Var equal to this one, the identifier. Some of the inbuilt rules in the function for the identifier. Okay, before that, what is identifier? Identifier is like a word. Okay, we are assigning some variable name, we are assigning some class name, function name, right? So that kind of thing is called an identifier. So here we cannot. The first one is the identifier cannot start with a digit. Okay. For example, one word is not possible in Python, and the identifier cannot use special symbol. That also not possible, like at. Okay. And this one also like hash import. That means I'm just import. Import equal to that also not possible because the keyword import is a keyword, so the keyword cannot be used as an identifier. So if we do this one, we can you can get the error like keyword cannot be used as an identifier. So that also remember in your mind. So the correct way of defining the identifiers. The identifiers can be the combination of letters. That means the lowercase, uppercase, or digit, and underscore is also we can use. For example, the var2, okay, var2, var2 of underscore. So that also use. So that kind of thing we can use there. Okay. So definitely you want to remember the rules of the identifier and naming the properly named function and means in the variables also. Okay, that is very important. So that is the second one, identifier. And third, we are moving to the comment. Okay, it is very important in the, you already know, right? Comments are very important role in the Python, not Python, all the programming language, it is very important. Comments mean how we can comment, or once we complete a coding section, we definitely want to write something. because we write some complex logic in our Python code or something, definitely we want to just make it using the comment section. Then only the next developers in our project, any other team member can easily access it. Okay, so definitely comment is very important. First one is single line comment. You can see hash is the single. If we, for example, so multiple. So if I include hash in front of it, is become a comment. So that is very important. So the first line, that is the single line of comment. Then the next one is multiple line comment. Definitely we want to add sometime in the multiple line comment. So that is the another one. For example, while equal to this one, right? If we run this one, you can see here. Okay. So the comment, this one also, actually, when you do this one, you can see here, right? These are the comment section. You can include it, not affecting the program. So this also include in the commenting section. Okay, the triple line, triple quotes also use, and the single quotes also use. That is the one for the comment section. Single line comment and the multi-line comment. So that is the third section, comments in the Python. And the fourth section is the statement instruction in Python interpreter can execute. For example, single line of statement. For example, P1 equal to 40 plus 20. So what will be the output? Just P1. Okay. So what will be the output? 60. So if I'm writing here, P2 equal to P2 equal to 60 minus 20. So P2, I'm writing the P2 here. So I'm not displaying this one, right? So I can display the P2 here. So if I print P1, I can display both the P1 and the P2. You can see here, right? The 60 also here and the P2, the 40 also here. So that is the one. Then the next one is the multiple line statement. So multiple line statement, for example, you can see here, right? So the multiple line statement you are executing is this one and this one here. So what will be the output? Run. So this is the output. Okay. So you can implement as a multiple line, but the output will be get. There is no issue with that one. And the next one is multiple line statement. For example, you can add this one to like this one, right? P2 equal to A, B, C, and this one. Then you can printing this one. So what happens? It will get as a list. Then indentation. What is indentation? Every Python program has some indentation. Like indentation means there is some kind of um, uh, spaces. Definitely we want to do. Otherwise it will be error out. So indentation is very important if you do the Python programming. So I will tell you how it works and all. So the indentation. The indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of the code line. It is very important in Python as use of indentation to indicate the block of code. If the indentation is not correct, it will be end up with the indentation error. So we will get the indentation error. For example, I will tell you P equal to 10. So I am checking P equal to 10. Then I am printing to P equal to 10. Just want to make a if condition. So what you will be think it will be get error or not. So definitely it will be get the error because you can see here run, you can get the expected indented block after each statement on line 7. So this is the line 7. So if we move, because this is piece of code and we need to move a space here, then only we can resolve this issue. So that is the piece of code. Then if I write again one more code is P equal to 10. Then I'm writing one more code here. Print, I'm copying this one. So if I do, normally it is indentation is work because you can see here, right? Normally it is coming to the indentation position. So if I write here, what will happen? Again, I get an indentation error. So I'm giving a space here. Again, I'm getting this correct value. So this is the indentation. It's a piece of block. We need to make sure there is one more space, and if this kind of if and while, the for loop, etc. So definitely we want to give some spaces to identify and easy to become that code. Okay. So that is the fifth one, indentation. Is very important. And next one is incorrect indentation. So you can see here, right? I'm already tell you for while if statement definitely need an indentation. For example, here you can this print I definitely get an indentation. You can see here what the expected indented block after for statement in the line number 2. So if I give a space here, what will happen? The result will get. So that is the incorrect indentation, and correct indentation you can see here. I'm giving a space, so I'm getting the value. Okay, so that is important in the case of indentation. So we are moving to the sixth part, that is doc string. So doc string, normally we are doc strings provide a convenient way of associating documentation with function, classes, methods, or modules. They appear right after the definition of a function, method, or class, or module. So we can definitely add once a function, we call a function. After that, we definitely want to call something like that. This function is for this one. Okay. Then what we have, we can do the like comment also, but commenting is already in the code level, right? But in the output also we want to show this one. So what we can do? We can do this doc string. So you can see here, this is the function, right? Function, and this one here I put. So, and return the number num, and what will happen? So you can see here square. Square is the function name dot underscore doc underscore doc. So what will happen? So when I execute this one, I get the value, the square of 2 get 4, plus you can get whatever you want. The square function, this function will return the square of a number. This block of information also we will get. Okay, so this is the doc string. Definitely want to analyze in your mind. And next one is we are moving to the variable. Variable already know, right? Same as any other programming language. The Python variable is a reserved memory location to store the values. Variable is created at the moment of first assign the value to it. For example, Python, there is some specialization in the Python. For example, you can see here a equal to 30. That means a is the variable I assign to 30 to a. So what will happen? The ID of a means this is the memory location. That means the ID. Okay. The ID, that's the unique ID for the A is this one. Then I assign to B equal to A. That what will happen? This also you can see the same one, right? The same one. That means there is an assign happen. Then one more thing I will show you. V equal to A dot copy. Okay, A dot copy. Then I will the ID of V. The int object has no attributes. So here, so if we give copy, it will be like that. Okay. For example, I am just giving the copy here. Name copy is not defined. Normally, copy we can discuss. I think two type of copy options are there. So dynamic allocation also there. So that we can discuss in the further video. Further video, no, in this video we can discuss it. So one thing definitely you want to analyze the thing is that if we assign A to B, okay, if you assign the value A to B, it is pointing to the same memory location. And here you can see the IDs of those two values are same. This one also same. But if we copy, it will be shallow copy. There are two type of copies are there, shallow copy. So that we need to give a separate part. So that time the ID become different. So this is the first one to know, understand it. and we will get one more thing here. So for example, you can assign another one, it will be the ID is different. So ID function return the identity of the object. The identity of the object is an integer guaranteed to be unique, the constant for this object during its lifetime. The hexa ID of C, the memory address of a variable, that also we will get from here. Then the next one is a comma, type a comma, hexa ID. So that we can get the value. The type of A means the int and hexa ID means the memory location. And here also same, right? So this is the one it is pointing to the same memory location. You can see here both A and B are the same memory location. And next one is variable assignment. So we can do the variable assignment. For example, here the integer variable here, this is the floating one and this is the string one. So if I print for all these things, you can see here 10, 8.57 and Python. So this is the variable assignment for the integer float. There is no declaration. It is is it down like C. In the C we already know, right? Int variable name and we already declare it. Int variable and a float variable, but Python is not need to that one. We just assign it to. It is automatically know this is the float character, this is the string one, and this is the integer one. So that is the variable assignment. Then the multiple assignments also done. For example, this one comma, this one comma, this one. So this is the one multiple assignment. So if we print this one, we can give it like that. So the multiple assignment. And next we are moving to the data type. It is very important. Next, data type means it is numeric, boolean, string, list, and I will tell you tuple, set, dictionary, then dictionary. Yeah, I think most of the data type we will discuss. Yeah. So this also we need to discuss in the further lesson because list definitely we allocate some more time. It's very important. So we are moving to value equal to integer. This is the integer data type and the value of this one is class of int. Okay. And here you can get get size, the size of the integer object. That means normal integer object, it is showing like that 28. Okay. So if I give that the value like this one, then the bit this one like the size of the integer object in bytes is changed into 32. If I giving one or more digit, so what will happen? So it will be changed to 36. So if by adding more, so what will happen? It will be 40. Okay, that means the 4 bytes it will be increased. So that is here for the integer variable. And the next one is integer data type. So you can see here run 24 and this get size of it 28 and this one you can see here 28 2 raised to 30, that will be the 32. This is the one we can do. And next one is the